Shameless. United in the Europa League. Europa League.
Manchester United 2, Barcelona 1. Micah, tell me how you're feeling right now after a roller coaster of a game.
I'm so gassed. Like, there's the words that can't describe how happy I am with this club, how happy I am with this manager, the players, the staff. Like, it's funny. I was saying earlier that we came into the season just wanting the style of play. I was happy with fifth. A lot of Man United fans were happy with fifth. Just have a style of play and have players that fight for the badge. And it's just crazy that we're third in the league, cup final on Sunday, still in the FA Cup, round of 16 in the Europa League. Like, it's absolutely amazing. I'm just. There's no words to describe how I'm feeling. I'm happy. I'm ready for smoke for anyone.
Yeah, but we've got to talk about that first half. Because that first half was looking like a shambles. Tell me what you think went wrong in that first half, and do you think it was just, was it more of a tactical change in the second half? Because we see Antony come on. Yeah. We see the subs make a difference. Garnacho with his directness, with his speed. What do you think went wrong in that first half for us?
I think we knew that Barcelona would have possession of the ball, but the issue is that when we won the ball back, we just kept giving it away, and we didn't have time on the ball to create attacks of ourselves. Weghorst did well. I think he did well, but he didn't get into the game much, and Fred being in there was dreadful first half, and he couldn't get the ball out to the likes of Rashford, the likes of Sanchez quick enough, and that was the issue. And we kept giving the ball away and giving the ball back to Barcelona, which was the game plan. Second half came, we made a tactical switch, we brought Antony on, and I was screaming for Antony because it gives us a different outlet, not just straight to Rashford all the time. It can now go out to Antony, and he changed the game for us. I think the first few minutes, the ball went out over the top to Antony and almost got Rashford in. So, I mean, it's just brilliant tactical change from Ten Hag. But first off, we need to be better because games like this in the season are going to cost us. Yeah. And although that, I feel like we've turned a corner in terms of we're able to get back into games. Leeds, we got back into the game. Today, we got back into the game. So I'm not scared in that sense. But in terms of, I don't know how many times we can do it. It's going to bite us in the arse at some point. But I'm just happy with the mentality of the team to get back in the game.
So with that being said, do you think it was more so us making our own mistakes, making Barcelona look good? Because in the first half, we kept losing possession of the ball, sloppy passing. Do you think it was more our mistakes rather than them playing good in this game? I mean, in the first leg, they played pretty well. It was a 50-50 game. But even today, we had more possession in the second half, and we tried to get on the ball more, create more chances. Do you think it was more down to us and our mistakes?
No, definitely, 100%. I was always saying that I'm not scared of Barcelona's attack. And especially with Gavi and Pedri out, they have to service Lewandowski. If you actually look at the first leg and the second leg, their only open play goal was the Rafinha shot, and that wasn't. And I'm telling you, De Gea would have saved it if he didn't think Lewandowski was going to get the touch. So I wasn't afraid in that sense. All their goals came from mistakes from us, and what we need to do is just rectify that, because it would have been 2 clean sheets and a win. So once we rectify that and get that out of our game, stop letting teams get in the game from our mistakes, we're formidable. We're a formidable side. So we made them look better than they were. Barcelona are a fantastic team, but we need to start looking at Man United that were the fantastic team that teams need to be. We're, as I said, we're third in the league, and some people, and listen, I told you guys are scared to say that we're in a title race.
You said it, guys.
But we are in a title race. I'm not saying we're going to win it, but we're there. We're there. We need to be able to, show that confidence in our team. I'm confident in my team. Yeah. So listen, we're the team that teams need to come and beat. Yeah. So here we are.
But one of the players in the first half who kind of was letting us down was Fred, right? And we said it on stream. We said, Fred, he's one of these players where you don't know what you're going to get with him. And in the first half, we saw sloppy passing, out of position at times. Yeah. In the second half, Fred does a madness, doesn't he? Forward runs, constantly involved in attacking play, always in the box. When you look at Fred, is he a player you think that we could keep going with in the upcoming seasons? Because really, Fred, you look at him and you see inconsistencies, but then you see consistency, which is so strange. He's one of these players where you look at and you think, I don't know if we can continue with him. Do you think Fred, this is a player in the summer we're going to have to look at and be like, we have to keep him?
Fred is definitely a player that we need to keep. Although he's very hot and cold, on and off, he's one of those players that he's going to sometimes just create something. Some sort of brilliance is going to come out of him at some point, and we need him there. And he's a player that is reliable. He's barely ever injured. So he's just one of those players that, you just keep in your squad just in case. Because Casemiro was out, but Fred was available. Sabitzer was out the first leg. Fred was available. So he's just one of those players that you just bring. Yeah, he's not going to be amazing on the ball. He's not a Frankie de Jong. He's not, whoever in midfield. But he's a player that's going to do what the manager says, asks of him. Yes, he's not going to be great, but if you give him a strong talking to, you see what he's done in the second half. He comes out, he comes alive. So I would keep Fred, and we'll go.
Yeah. Varane,
yes,
with an absolutely last-minute, vital interception. That would have been a goal for Barcelona right there. I mean, Delo was there, but it was hard to see if we would have gotten that interception. Varane and Martinez today were phenomenal. What do you think? Well, who do you think were the standout performers today for Manchester United?
I think the standout performers was Martinez and Varane. I also think Antony obviously came on, done well. But with Varane, like, there's certain defenders in football that you just know they're going to get the job done regardless. You know what I mean? And I'm happy to say that Varane and Martinez are our players. They're our midfield, our defenders. And I'm just happy with that. Last season we had Maguire playing, we had Lindelof playing in our defence. But it's great that we have defenders that are just going to, keep it clean, no silly business, get it done, and Casemiro as well. There was a block in the early second half, 2 blocks. He got the ball and then, put his leg up and blocked it. If we don't have these players in our team, they're a detriment to us. Yeah. So it's like, it's amazing what we have in our team now, what we've got in our squad, what Ten Hag has made. And it's only his first season. A lot of people forget it's his first season. Yeah. Another transfer window's coming. So we're on the up. I'm excited.
And your man of the match?
Ooh, I want to give it to Antony. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Antony. I'm going to give it to Antony.
And why'd you give it to Antony?
He changed the game for us. He came on, gave us chances. He could have scored a couple. If Rashford had pulled it back, he may have got 2 goals. He scored. Yeah, it's Antony. He came on, changed the game for us, yeah.
Do you think you can win this competition?
100%. We can win it all.
Yeah?
We can win it all. One game at a time, but we can win it all.
One game at a time.